Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is a little bonus reading all about you. I'm only using one deck to do this reading because I love the simplicity it lends to this reading, of course. And us tarot readers, we tend to talk about career, money, love, but we never really ask, how are you doing? So this reading is going to address what you're going through this time, thoughts that maybe you're having, and how things are going to work out for you on the other side of those thoughts. Also, I've opened up a second competition to win a free personal reading from me, but I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on because some people are here just for the reading and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know regarding their current circumstances? What are they going through at this time? How are they moving through this time? What do they need to be aware of? Well, your first card there is the King of Pentacles. So you are firmly focused on your own needs at this time. Of course, you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You may feel that life has got pretty serious. You're focused on yourself, your family, your friends, the people you truly care about, but most importantly, you're focusing on stability in your life. A lot of you may be focusing on your finances as well. There's been a lot of challenge going on there, but I'm just going to go get all of your cards first before I connect to your reading. I do see with that 3 of Swords, things have been pretty difficult. It is a crossing card, so I see a lot of you healing through difficult circumstances and moving on from a very difficult time. I do see that you are on target, so some of you may be wondering or questioning your path, wondering if you're heading in the right direction. The 8 of Wands always says, yes, you are. Things are changing at quite a pace, and you may actually feel that your sense of time has somehow changed. You may feel like everything is speeding up, like there's never enough time in the day to do everything that you need to get done. And you may feel also that you have so much on your plate recently that you never have enough time for fun or adventure. And I see that things are changing for you in that respect as well. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, it signals change, better things to come, more prosperity, better luck on its way. You tend to be the sort of person who makes your own luck, but I do see you're being given an extra little boost from the universe there. You've got a 4 of Cups, so some of you have been feeling a little bit let's say challenged, but also bored of the same old stuff. You know, you're a little bit fed up with the way things have gone. Perhaps you feel a little bit disappointed, or you feel that life is a bit oversaturated right now. You're looking for authenticity. You're looking for people who, you know, live their truth. You're trying to live a more simplified life. You just want, you know, security for you and your family. You're focusing on finances, and you feel that things, you know, they have been challenging and it's just enough is enough, okay? I also feel like you're taking charge of your life in some way to look at what's working right now, what's not working. I feel a lot of you are excited to let go of something in your life, to embrace either a new way of living. I see some lifestyle changes going on here for you. I see it's been hard for you to focus on your true life's purpose and mission. Even though you are on the right path, it has been a challenging one. And I feel here with the Tower, some of you something major changed or has rocked your foundation, and you're just trying to rebuild or be secure in your circumstances. And I'm just going to tap into each card individually to see what's going on here. I mean, for some of you, not all of you, but we have a Queen of Cups and a King of Pentacles here. So this could be challenges between you and another person. It could be a family member, a friend, it could be an ex, could be a current partner, it could be a child. I see there's been some challenges and you're just a little bit fed up with the way things have been going. Things got to a critical point, but there is healing here. So I feel you and this person, you will be able to find a way past it. And I feel that, you love this person unconditionally, whoever this person is, because the Queen of Cups is your last card there. So I do see an olive branch being offered to you. This person, they find a way to give an apology, especially with that Four of Cups. But I'm going to move on from that energy. Let's get to each card individually. Now, this card, of course, it is the Taurus card. So I feel a lot of you are focusing on your own needs, and you've been learning a major lesson in your life. I feel like you've been learning that happiness is not found in another person. I feel that, you're not responsible for another person's happiness. You're not here to make sure that everything is working okay for them. It's nice to lend support, but you're not responsible for another person's life or the way that they live it. You're here to discover your happiness and shine your light to encourage others to do the same. So I definitely see here that, you are not here to fix things for others, but some of you may have fallen into that cycle with another person, and you're learning more about unconditional love for self. So a lot of you may have taken a step back to get a little bit more serious and focused on your own life. I mean, the King of Pentacles, this is not a gender-specific reading. This is your starting position, which means you're serious about life. You're learning a lot. You have a lot of intelligence. You're someone who is very practical. You've always got a plan. Even when you feel a little bit challenged or things are difficult, you still find a way or a strategy to have a plan and make sure that you find a solution to your situation. You're someone who is super independent. You've sacrificed a lot of your energy and time to be where you are right now. And the King of Pentacles tells me that, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and that you are someone who basically is a bit of an old soul, but also you have a lot of acquired knowledge. You're very mature, and you may actually find that you're more mature than some of the people around you, and that can set you apart sometimes from other people. But also I see that you've got so much on your plate right now. You may feel pushed and pulled in many different directions. You've got a lot of things to do, a lot of things that you're focusing on right now. Money may be one of the things that you're focused on the most. It's about building security for you and your family, but also you're thinking about enterprising in life, attracting more. I feel like you're someone who is investing in your life in a very solid way, and you're attracting more prosperity. I do see here with that King of Pentacles that you have secured a certain position in your life right now, and now you're trying to protect everything that you've worked really hard to accomplish as well. And some of you are really looking at your legacy or looking at your family lineage, where you've come from, the journey that you've had till now, and the people that you really care about, and the ones who, are in your inner circle. But again, I feel one of the lessons is about you learning that your happiness is not tied to another. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. And that's in family, it's in friendships, it's in love, it's in your career. This is about you living your truth and basically building the life that you aspire to right now. So with that King of Pentacles, of course, you're trying to attract more, or you're trying to aspire to a life of comfort. And with the Three of Swords there, it is your crossing card. Some of you have experienced a lot of challenge. It's been really difficult. You've had a lot on your mind. And for some of you, you may be looking right now at things that are hurting you in your life, whether it's a person, a toxic situation, an environment, a path that you're on. I feel like you are looking at things that rob you of joy, and you're trying to basically phase them out or move away from it. The Eight of Wands tells me you're moving away from these challenging times. Some of you, there may have been coarse words, or someone said something that really hurt you, but I do feel that this person, they will give you an apology in the not too distant future. Okay, this person is sending an olive branch. Whoever this person is, we've already discussed that. But the Four of Swords, it's in the crossing position, so you read it in the upright, but also in the reverse because it's crossing there. So I feel a lot of healing you're going through right now, and I feel like be ready for more opportunities, or be ready for, a change of pace. Things are going to get a little bit quicker, even though you may feel that time is already kind of speeding up in some way. I feel like you want to slow down or ground yourself a little bit more because things are picking up pace, but there's a lot of fortune coming your way, a lot of great opportunities heading in your direction. But right now, I feel some of you are purifying your life, purging some difficult emotions. It's a cathartic experience that you're going through. And with this card in the reverse as well, this indicates there's healing. Okay. Now, also, it can indicate that some of you have been feeling really burnt out, that you've had a lot on your mind. You're feeling restless. You may be also looking at people in positions of authority or control and how they challenge humanity, and you're feeling that things are unfair, but you're trying to secure your position because you feel that change is afoot. You may not know how things are changing, but I actually feel that you are in a really secure position right now to protect all that you've worked really hard for, because the King of Pentacles is a protector. Okay. Now also, I feel that for some of you, and this is not all of you, but I am getting an energy that you're acutely aware. You've come to this lifetime that, of course, money is important. We pay the bills. It gives a secure lifestyle, but it doesn't bring happiness. So I feel like you're looking outside of those material things right now to bring joy, friendships, fun, letting your hair down, doing exciting things, adventure, seeing the world. So I feel like some of you right now are just looking outside of yourself to feel more emotionally fulfilled, is what I've got there too. Because some of you just feel like you're in a repetitive cycle, that you're disappointed with the way things have been going right now, or you feel there's some sort of missing ingredient, but the universe is actually delivering it to you, whatever it is. For some of you, you've been dealing with a heartbreak, okay? Or there's been something that has been so challenging, it has left you bereft. Can also indicate that some of you are reflecting on the things that you've suffered, or the injuries that people have inflicted on you, the wounding of life, and you're trying to process these things so that you can have more grounding and stability and have more command over your emotions as well. Now, of course, some of you may have gone through a divorce or a separation, and that has brought a lot of sorrow there, but I see a lot of you moving past this, freeing yourself up from this, and fate is, putting you on a path to meet new experiences, meet new people. And although that may not give you words of comfort right now, I definitely see that your life is changing in unexpected ways. And if you know my readings, you'll know that no matter what deck I use, there tends to be a Wheel of Fortune and a Tower card. They always show up together. Some surprises in life, they're really positive. I feel like some of you, because of the challenges that you've experienced, you're conditioned almost to expect troubles ahead. But I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised. There's a surprise or something being delivered to you that you're really going to love, and it's going to give you a sense of fulfillment, because ultimately I feel that you only want to connect to things that add value to your path. You're being more discerning about your energy, your time, the people that you allow into your life right now. You're looking at reciprocity. I just feel like you are establishing yourself, and you don't want anyone to rob you of peace of mind. So I see that you're being very protective of the lifestyle that you are building for yourself and your family there as well. With the Eight of Wands, you're moving away from this Three of Swords. So this means that there is healing, but also I feel, although you've been restless, I feel there are some major changes here that are going to be very positive, that help you get to your goal. This card indicates movement and improvement. Good news rushing in towards you, but also with that 8, 8 is the number of the self. So there can be this energy of wanting to do things fast, or being aware that time is flittering away and you want to do things that really matter, that connect you to people who are authentic, where you live your truth, and you spend good time with good people. So I feel a lot of you are just looking at what's important at this time. Also, this Eight of Wands, it can indicate that your energy is actually moving really fast and you feel that you have to be more organized because of that King of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be that change is afoot. You could be relocating or something in your life is changing, and it's changing pretty fast and you're adapting to these changes. And I feel actually these changes ultimately, when they sort of run their course, you're actually going to be in a more peaceful position and things are just going to feel easier. And I feel there's a simplicity here that you're going to really love. Also, this Eight of Wands, this is a card of connecting to your passions, leading with that lust for life. So some of you, although you may feel that life has got pretty serious, you may feel that you have a desire to do more things that you're passionate about, whether it's a hobby, whether it's, celebrate yourself a little bit more, whether it's see the world, whatever it is, especially with that Prince of Wands there. This is about taking action and having new adventures. You are someone who tends to be very unstoppable in your energy. Some would say stubborn. Sometimes I really love that about my beautiful Taurians. When you decide to do something, you do it. Nobody's going to derail you from your path. So I really love that energy about you. Don't ever change that about you. But this card is really telling me that you may feel that that electric part of you, that kind of like passionate side of you, it's kind of like laying dormant because you've had so many tasks and responsibilities that life kind of burdens us with, and we just kind of lose a part of ourselves. So I feel some of you are trying to reconnect to that sense of fun, that spontaneity in life, and I feel like you are actually going to be able to do that. Also, this card indicates that you have focus on a vision and you're staying true to that vision, whatever it is, and you're making life happen for you, even though challenges have lain ahead there as well. Now, this card can indicate that some of you may have felt like you had more energy in the past, but I feel something is changing here. Now, this could be to do with, something that you digest. It could be like a food that you discover that gives you way more energy in a very organic way. It could be that because there's a lot of fluctuating energy going on in your reading, it could be something hormonal. It could be something that you discover that actually helps you have more drive, more motivation. And I feel it's going to be really fulfilling. It just feels like you get a lot more done. So we are a human being, not a human doing. So, of course, I feel like you are aware of that. But I feel, I'm getting from this card, no guts, no glory. So I feel like you're being bold and daring, doing something that perhaps you've never done before, or you're challenging yourself, or you're promising yourself to do more challenging things outside your comfort zone, because life gets pretty stale when you reach a certain position. We all strive for comfort in our lives, and, we want to get a home, perhaps, to create a level of safety and sanctuary, whether we rent that home or purchase that home or, live with flatmates, whatever it is. I feel this is about you reaching a certain level in your life with that King of Pentacles, and then it's kind of like, well, what's next? Because comfort, that's important in life, but then we get a little bit like bored of that, not in a very sort of egotistical way or like an ungrateful way. It's more that you are wanting to keep life interesting. You want to do more exciting things. So I feel this is about you trying to embrace the unknown a little bit more and go off and do adventures or be more independent. I get an energy of you striving to be more independent in your world. So whether you are a parent, for example, of course, part of you has to be there to, guide your children, but also you are a person. You have an identity that is separate from your children. So this is about embracing that independence, that identity, and still doing things for you to keep things fresh. If you're in a relationship, for example, of course, you're in a couple, you're in a partnership, and sometimes people can lose each other in the partnership, but also you are still an independent person wanting to do things for yourself. yourself. So it's about retaining that sense of independence. Even if you're like living at home with your family, you love living home with your family, but also you all want to do different things at different times. So there is a coming togetherness at some point to all do something together, but also you want to retain that independence and go off and do your own life and live it the way you want to and the way you know how to best. So I feel no matter what situation you find yourself in, whether it's you're in a relationship or you have children or you are living at home with your parents or whatever it is, it's like you retaining the sense of identity and, keeping life interesting and reigniting that passion, that energy that rises up within you so that you can innovate your life in some way to keep it exciting. So I feel that's something that you've promised yourself. Don't get in a position where things get dull and boring, because with that Four of Cups there, I feel part of you is feeling a little bit unfulfilled right now and you are desiring to change your life around. But what is your potential? This is the Wheel of Fortune, so nice surprises are coming your way. This is destiny intervening to transform your life so that you leave this heartbreak or this sadness or this challenge behind and move past it. And I feel because it is opposing card to the Eight of Wands, it means you're moving past any difficulty. And things are about to get really interesting from here on in. Also, this is like you kind of deciding to take a little bit more risk or a little bit more gamble or come outside a comfort zone in some way and embrace all the opportunities in life. But also I feel with that King of Pentacles strongly at the center of your reading, it's like you're also having this sense of security. There's like a base here. You're grounded, but you're still, exploring things outside of yourself, which is quite thrilling there too. Now the Wheel of Fortune, it can indicate suddenly things work out in an unexpected way and develop better than you expect. So I do feel that there is an exciting time ahead of prosperity, and also you're aware that things are very how can I put that? They fluctuate a lot, easy come, easy go. So stability, it can be there for a while, but you must maintain it. You must sustain effort in things. Otherwise, it can go. And the same with money, the same with friendships, the same with love. Everything has to be sustained and maintained. So I feel like you put a lot of effort into your life right now, but also I feel that some of you want to do something bold, daring, and different, and you may be diversifying in your life right now. For example, some of you may be like, okay, I've never lived in Paris. I'd love to go out and live in Paris, for example. And I'm just giving an example here, okay? I'm not feeling that in any energy. I just want you to be aware of it. It's like, okay, I've never gone on a sabbatical and taken myself traveling, or I've never joined the gym, or it just feels like the I have never game where whatever it is you have never done, suddenly you want to do it and you're shaking life up a little bit is what I see there as well. Now, also, I feel this is about being really balanced in all of your energy, utilizing all aspects of self in order to have a fulfilling life. Okay, when you think about, this card, it has all the elements on the card. So there's Earth, which is about your plans. It's about your grounding. It's about your effort, your investment in your life and the people who are around you. Also, of course, it's about money, stability, sanctuary. Then you've got the Wands, which is all about your passion, your ideas, your influence on your life, that you are in charge of your destiny to some degree. And it's about that energy to follow your visions and make those dreams become a reality. You can achieve whatever it is you aspire to. Then, of course, you've got the air energy, which is all about your visions in your mind, the ideas. It's about your thoughts becoming things. It's about writing things down. It's about expressing yourself. It's about really, living an authentic life. And then, of course, you've got the water, which is all about those dreams and wishes and being in the flow and how you feel about things and opening yourself up to more. So I feel right now with this as your presiding energy of the potential, I feel that you're attracting a lot of good fortune into your life. But because the Three of Swords is so present for you, you feel that actually things have been so challenging and you can't see how things are going to turn around at this time. But things are going to take a sudden turn of events because you do have that Tower there as well. A lot of you are rebuilding from a difficult circumstance, and I'm really sending a huge hug out there for you, but things are taking a turn for the better for you. In the near future, we have the Four Cups. So this can indicate that some of you are just so fed up of life being so challenging that you always have to be adaptable, flexible. You're always having to change or, adapt to a situation that you hadn't envisaged, or you just feel that it's difficult all the time. And, you're wondering, does it get any easier? Well, the universe is stepping in. Remember, you've got divine timing here with the Wheel of Fortune. And as you can see there, the hand of the universe is coming out of that cloud to offer you something that is really fulfilling at this time. So this is in your near future position. So with that Four Cups, I feel a lot of you are managing your expectations. I feel part of you, there's this energy of living your life on autopilot. It feels like some of you, and especially with that Three of Swords, some of you may have been living in a trauma response where you just feel like you're getting by day to day and you're wondering, what next? What is the world going to throw at me next? And you're just so over it right now. But I see that the universe is actually going to throw something really positive at you and say, well, this next. This is the reward. I know you've been going through a lot. You're stronger because of all the lessons that you've been learning. And I feel that you're being nudged into a better way of managing your time and opening up to more authentic relationships and friendships, but also prosperity lies ahead there as well. I feel like you are attracting more wealth too. A lot of you are thinking about your legacy. Okay, you may be thinking about your life's purpose and the legacy that you're leaving for yourself, for your family, if you've got a family. But also, I feel this is also about the things that just you've lost that loving feeling for. You're just walking away from these things. If something's not working for you or you're just not feeling it anymore, you're not just going to put yourself in that situation and endure it. Because if you're invited to something, for example, back in the day, you may have just been really gung-ho and gone for it and said, oh, okay, I'm just going to go. Okay. But now you're like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going. So I feel right now you're really honoring your energy as you start to mature. And where you spend your time and energy is really important now. Something in you has changed and you're not extending your energy to something that just doesn't feel fulfilling for you anymore. Also, the Four Cups, this can indicate that, you're not ignoring any problems, because you recognize that if you ignore something, it just gets worse. So you are now just dealing with things head on and you are speaking your truth. And that may mean that some people's expectations of you, they're feeling a little bit restless because they're noticing the change within you. They expect a certain response from you and they're not getting that anymore. So they are either distancing themselves from you or you're withdrawing from them. But something's changed and people are noticing it about you as well. Now, the universe is going to surprise you because you've got so many cards of surprise here, and this cup is huge. So whatever it is, as you can see with that Queen of Cups there, this is your outcome card, which basically means that whatever the universe is about to offer you, you're going to grab it with both hands. It's really fulfilling, and I feel there's an energy here of security, emotional security. I feel some of you are actually embracing your healing spirit at this time. You may be looking into opening yourself up to healing practices, whether it's for yourself or whether you're training in it to help other people. I feel this energy right now of you being an empath and embracing your empathic gifts at this time. You're someone who is very nurturing, very healing. You offer a lot of support to a lot of people. But once you've learned that lesson that you're not responsible for fixing someone or, their happiness, I feel it gives you a level of detachment where you can actually help people by not enabling their patterns or their cycles of repeat, but also you can teach them by the way that you act as well there. But some of you may be opening yourself up to Reiki, meditation, or healing. Could be that you're going into some sort of yoga practice or counseling, or maybe you're a psychotherapist, or you're actually training to be that so that you can help other people. Because I feel for some of you, you are thinking about some sort of lifestyle change or re-entering a period of knowledge. Even if you're retired, you may be looking at learning some of these practices for yourself or for your family. And I just feel that right now it's all about your well-being, both mentally and physically. I feel like you're taking your health a lot more serious than you used to, is what I'm being given there as well. Now, your advice to yourself in this moment is King of Swords. Think before you act. This is also a card that acknowledges that you are acutely aware of the power of your mind and that your thoughts do become things. But with this card, this is you being, more knowledgeable over situations. I feel like, rather than just allowing your passion to erupt and have like an immediate response to something, I feel like you're being a little bit more cautious and thinking, okay, let me think this through. What is the best way to move forward through this so that you actually place your energy in a healthy way rather than just have a spontaneous eruption to something that either makes you angry or, it's almost like you're not allowing people to have direct access to affecting your inner peace anymore. And I feel like you're protecting that inner peace with a fierceness. Also, as you can see there, you're someone who is a warrior. You have been made stronger because of the experiences that you've had. You're very cerebral, so I definitely see you have wonderful ideas, and you're someone who is going through major lifestyle changes. And of course, truth is everything to you. If it's not truthful or authentic, you're not about it. You're not connecting to it. You have no interest in it whatsoever. That's in people, situations. Your BS meter is super high. You've been through some experiences that have disappointed you and you're not about it anymore. You've learnt from it and you're taking that knowledge with you to, the next part of your journey there as well. Now also, this is a card where you are thinking about your future. I feel an energy here of you being really good at what you do, whatever that is, and you're just thinking about the next steps. How can you influence your life? And I feel you're having lots of new ideas. There's something here about movement or seeing your life from a bird's eye view right now so that you can think about next steps or strategy. So it could be that you're thinking about a monumental change in your life at this moment in time and you've needed to withdraw or take a step back and not be so involved in it so you can actually see it from a logical viewpoint first before you invest in it. So I feel that's a really great position to be in there as well. Also, I get a sense here that there's this energy of legacy, but also family lineage. Some of you may feel called right now to look at your family tree or investigate your history, really go back in the family tree to see, who's connected to who. Some of you may actually search for long lost relatives at this time as well. That's coming up there. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but I really feel this energy there too. Now, of course, there's not just two people here. There's the King of Pentacles. There's also the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So this is about your alliances or the people that you spend time with. I feel like you have an inner circle and then everybody else is outside that. I feel like you are very discerning about the company that you keep, and you are someone who will show up at any time of day or night for the people that you really care about. You are someone who's loving, generous, kind, and you are loyal and respectful of the people who are in your life. And of course, you can do that to other people outside your circle as well and be there for them. But also, I feel like you've learned to preserve a part of yourself that people don't get access to unless you truly trust them, because I feel like you've been hurt or burnt or had a red flag and perhaps even ignored a red flag in the past and basically regretted it. So I feel like you've done a lot of learning. And with this Judgment card, this is in your external circumstances position. So this basically means that you're looking at what you're leaving behind right now, because there's radical change going on here for you. And some of you are rebuilding your life, or you're getting things together or organized because there is some major change. Could be a relocation with the Eight of Wands. Some of you, it could be that you want to be a little bit more nomadic in your life. So you may be thinking about changing things in that way. But when you get the Judgment card, as you can see, all those figures, they are listening to their calling. They're leaving their old life behind. So something about you is changed so radically that you're never going back, and you're leaving that old part of yourself behind, and you are being reborn anew in some way. So I definitely see that your circle, it may be getting smaller, but it's certainly stronger. And I feel this is about you embracing all that you are and all that you want to connect to. And of course, this is a card of you understanding more about yourself. Because remember, you're at the center of this reading. So you're focused more on learning more about you, how you tick, what you connect to, what thrills you, what excites you, what you're passionate about, what you certainly do not like in life. You know, I feel you're just really living intentionally now. And I feel anything else is falling by the wayside, especially when you have higher frequencies entering into your life, because you have a tower. Okay, whenever you get a tower, it means higher frequencies, like lightning, is entering into your life, and it is kind of restructuring your world in a different way. It's an awakening, which basically means all that is not authentic and true will be shattered by these high frequencies. And basically, you are left with the people that you really care about, really trust, who invest in you, your ride or die kind of people, but also, the experiences that you have. I just feel like you are elevating at this time. Now, the tower, it's in the hope and a fear position. So it can indicate that you're having major epiphanies and downloads recently on how to take more of a leap of faith, that you've been feeling stuck. You know, the tower can represent a prison. And when you've got the King of Pentacles there, it can actually be a prison that we built ourselves. So please take it as it resonates. For example, our desire for comfort, we may actually purchase, if we're lucky, to purchase like a large house, and we get a mortgage, okay? And that locks us in debt for quite a number of years, and we strive to pay it off. So that means that there may be like a nice secure home that is very beautiful and luxurious, but at the same time it locks us in financially in some way, and then we have to make sure that we pay the bills, and it locks us in. You may not be able to travel as much as you could before, or it may feel like you have to just keep an eye on your finances, and there may be some underlying anxiety occasionally. But, it's about the pattern or the cycle of life that we all kind of move towards at some point. So I'm just giving you ideas of how we can build a routine or a repetitive cycle in our lives, and we just feel stuck in a rut. And with your cards there, the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Tower, it can indicate that you're about to have a major breakthrough and liberate yourself out of a stuck situation. For some of you, it could be that you're about to complete, your repayments on a large purchase. It could be that you're about to liberate yourself from a toxic relationship. For some of you, it could be that you're healing from a very difficult, traumatic experience that you had, and now you are in control of it, and it no longer controls you. This is you coming out of a comfort zone and taking a leap of faith. Now also, this can indicate, because it is a hope and a fear position, some things, especially since it's in the resistance position, some things you can avoid and some things you cannot avoid. And I feel this is about you feeling the fear and doing it anyway in your life, but also change, it is a constant. No matter what we experience in life, there's always change. Seasons change, people change, circumstances change, everything changes, the world changes. And I feel like, this is about being flexible enough to not be caught off guard. Okay, so you're securing yourself in a position so that you are not caught off guard. And I feel like you're in a really good position right now. Okay, now let me just pull a card on that Tower. Okay, the Tower can also indicate that sometimes when we build that life of security for ourselves, we get a little bit bored, okay? So now it's like, how do we break out of the cycle of repeat? How do we meet new people? How do we get into a relationship? How do we get new money? How do we get to see the world a little bit more? So it's like things outside of yourself, it's shifting your perspective, and you're kind of like restructuring your world in order to benefit from it in some way. And there are pleasant surprises that lie ahead for you that will bring prosperity, new people, new experiences, new opportunities your way. So I feel right now you're open to it. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is literally like, what are you dissatisfied with? Let go of it. What is hurting you right now? Let go of it. What have you been working really hard towards and investing all your time and your energy in, but it's not kind of fruitful for you right now? Okay, let's focus elsewhere. Let's find an alternative. Let's reflect on progress. So I feel this is about you making a major decision because you're at a crossroads. And some of you really want to restructure your life in some way. And I really feel like you are showing up for yourself, you're backing yourself, and you really are a force to be reckoned with. Remember, the tower is actually a tower of power. It gives you an opportunity for you to change your life in any way that you want to. And of course, some of you may have actually had some sort of shock before you came to this reading, and it has prompted you to make these changes, to secure yourself in some way, or to change something about your life so that you can embrace all the opportunity that is there for you to embrace. But your outcome energy is emotional security. It is wellness. It is loving yourself in a different way. It is about you being comfortable in your own skin, nurturing yourself in a way that you're happy with, that you are worthy of love and respect. This is about you falling in love with your life again, healing yourself so that you can be the change that you want to see in your world. You're compassionate, you're still open to others, and I definitely see here that there's a more peaceful time that lies ahead for you. Also, the Queen of Cups means you're following your heart in all circumstances. You know, you can apply logic to a situation, you can apply what you should do in a situation, but ultimately your heart will whisper, and you're listening to your heart, and your heart knows the way. So I really feel at this time that you are going to follow your heart towards something that you really love. Could be a lifestyle change, could be a new environment, whatever it is. I feel like there's no more dipping your toe into the waters of life. Now you're getting serious. Now this is about big and bold moves, and you're making such a radical change that on the other side there is emotional fulfillment, there is joy, and there is friendship. So I definitely see a lot of you, you've been through a lot and you've had to be a best friend to yourself. But also looking at the energy, I feel like you're opening yourself up to meeting new people and meeting new experiences that bring people together and integrate in your world in some way. So a radical change going on for you. I feel a lot of you are going through a major healing and awakening process. And remember, an awakening, it's not a peaceful time. The most critical breakthrough will often happen when you're going through the challenges of life, not when you're sitting there, trying mindfulness or, having an epiphany as you're just having a coffee. It actually happens when you're going through a critical challenge or one of the most distressing times in your life. And I feel like you're coming out the other side right now, and things are going to get better from here. So I'm just going to go and get some final cards for you, okay? And we have Autumn Moon. Now this tends to mean that you've invested a lot in your life, okay, and that you are on track to see all of that come to fruition, whether it's you investing in your pension, investing in your family, investing in a friendship, a relationship. It is going to be rewarding for you. And it says here, your planted seeds are ready to harvest, plenty, abundance, ripe, and release. And that's what your whole reading has been about. Things that are ripe for picking and things that you need to release. What are you embracing? What's coming with you on the next steps on your journey? What are you letting go of? What no longer holds weight in your world? These are the decisions that you're making right now. And sometimes it's difficult, but sometimes we got to be brutally honest with ourselves and say, actually, that person, they have a cycle of repeat where they do not respect me, or that they overstep a mark or a boundary, or they try to tear me down. I feel like you are now about building yourself up and not allowing anyone to, break through those healthy boundaries, because you're respecting yourself, you're valuing yourself, and you want more for your life and for your family as well, and the people that you care about. And finally, we've got Supermoon. Now, of course, this is a very supercharged energy. Supermoons tend to bring the most radical of change. So it says here, you will emerge triumphant in the end. And I definitely see that you will. Fate, victory, success, and achievement. And you have a lot of fateful cards here. So something is being delivered to you that you feel that you don't have already. For everybody, it's going to be different. For some of you, it's going to be money. For some of you, it's going to be love. For some of you, it's an opportunity. For some of you, it's peace of mind. A lot of you, it's of course health. That's the most important thing. Health is wealth. But also, I feel this is a time where you're overcoming challenges and things are going to get infinitely better. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, so we have a book and it is closed. So this tends to mean that you're closing a chapter out in your life, but also you get to write the story of your life, okay? What is it you're going to say about yourself and the challenges that you face and how you've overcome them? Some of you may literally write a book about your experiences because I feel like you're very knowledgeable and you've been through a lot and you could actually help other people. And for some of you, this could be a financial benefit involved in that too. So you may put a piece of work out there. It's cathartic in its experience for you writing it, but also, you know, people will purchase that and it could bring in extra money for you as well. Whenever you get the book, this can also be about your family lineage. A lot of you are breaking generational wounding, and that's a really hard thing to do, okay? But I feel like you're doing it, and I feel like there's a lot of love, compassion, and peace of mind on the other side, because I feel like you are choosing peace and love as your path, as opposed to conflict, pain, and sorrow, and toxic cycles of repeat. Now also we've got the pure heart there. So this is about a lot of you opening yourself up to love or things that you love. It's about following your heart. It's about you being the change that you want to see in the world, leading with love. But also it's about the whisperings of your heart and where it's leading you to. I'm also getting an energy here that a lot of you are focusing on your heart health at this time. So it could be diet related or exercise related, and you're just trying to live optimum energy and optimum health, and you're just more focused on what's good for you right now. So you may be going through a period of decluttering or purifying in some way, detoxifying, and I feel like you're just honoring your own needs. And finally, we have the birch rune. So very important because this is the becoming rune. So I feel this is about you having a lot of potential here, going through some birthing pains when it comes to transformation and change. Some of you may literally be a parent and it's hard, but you're doing an awesome job. So I want you to be aware of that. And unconditional love is often very painful, okay? But when we give from a cup of love, you know, it is always replenished. There's always more love available, and we always offer support. However, we do offer guidance, and we offer an opportunity for understanding there. We don't force our decisions or our love or our way of living on anybody else. We just live our life the way we're living it and offer it up as a guidance to others as well. So this rune, I feel, is very important because it's all about purity. So some of you are just letting go of some really hard, traumatic experiences, purifying your energy, processing things, healing, and becoming a happier version of you, where there is a lot of joy, laughter, fun, and lightness coming in after a very difficult or challenging time. So I'm leaving it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you all. It may not resonate with everyone, but I got to honor the cards that I got, the energy that's come through. So I will also let you know how to win a free competition to win a free reading from me. All you have to do is write in the comments box below, "Love is the answer," and my guides will draw me to one subscriber to win a free personal reading. I will upload a video at the end of August announcing the winner's name. So please keep your notification bell on because you'll want to be notified if it's you who's won the competition, and then I can get that reading to you. Okay, so thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.